Have you ever wondered why professional portraits have those beautifully blurred backgrounds while yours still look flat and distracting? Many photographers believe they need a $2,000 or $3,000 lens to achieve that look. The truth is, they don't. In fact, some of the best portrait lenses you can buy cost less than $600. In this video, I'll explain why affordable prime lenses produce such beautiful background blur, compare the most popular focal lengths, and show you how to get professional-looking portraits without spending a fortune. Welcome to Photography Basics. If you're new here, this channel is all about making photography easy to understand by explaining not just how things work, but why they work. Today, we're looking at one of the biggest upgrades you can make to your photography, a budget-friendly prime lens. We'll explore the science behind background blur, compare the 35mm, 50mm, and 85mm focal lengths, and finish with practical techniques you can use with almost any camera. Let's get started. Why prime lenses create better background blur. Before choosing a lens, it's important to understand what actually creates that beautiful blurred background. Many people assume it's simply an expensive lens, but the real answer is physics. The amount of background blur depends mainly on four things: your aperture, your focal length, how close you are to your subject, and how far your subject is from the background. Prime lenses usually have much wider maximum apertures than standard zoom lenses. A typical kit zoom might only open to f4 or even f5.6 once you zoom in. A budget prime lens, however, often opens to f1.8. That wider aperture creates a much shallower depth of field. A shallow depth of field means your subject remains sharp, while everything in front and behind gradually falls out of focus. This is what creates that smooth, creamy background photographers call bokeh. It also allows much more light into the camera. That means faster shutter speeds in low light and cleaner images with less digital noise. Another advantage is optical simplicity. Prime lenses don't need to zoom. Because they only work at one focal length, engineers can optimize the optics much more efficiently. That often results in sharper images, better contrast, and improved image quality, even on lenses that cost only a few $100s. Modern camera sensors have become incredibly detailed over the last few years. Today's affordable prime lenses are capable of resolving far more detail than many photographers actually realize. But before rushing out to buy one, let's look at the different focal lengths and discover which one best suits your photography. The famous 50mm f1.8. If you've spent any time researching photography, you've almost certainly heard photographers talk about the nifty 50. The nickname refers to the humble 50mm f1.8 lens. For decades, it has been considered one of the best value lenses available, and for good reason. Its field of view looks very natural. Perspective feels comfortable because it closely resembles how we naturally perceive a scene. That makes it incredibly versatile. Portraits, street photography, travel, food photography, even everyday family moments. It performs well in almost every situation. Open it up to f1.8 and backgrounds melt away into smooth blur while your subject stands out beautifully. It also performs surprisingly well in low light. Many photographers are amazed by how much brighter their images become compared with a standard kit zoom. There are, however, a few limitations. Indoors, the field of view can sometimes feel too narrow. You may find yourself constantly stepping backwards just to fit your subject inside the frame. Unfortunately, sometimes there simply isn't enough room. That's where another focal length becomes a better choice. The versatile 35mm f1.8. If you enjoy telling stories through your photographs, the 35mm lens deserves serious consideration. It gives you a wider field of view while still allowing attractive background blur. Unlike the 50, a 35mm lens captures more of the environment. Instead of simply photographing a person, you can show where they are. Perhaps they're walking through a colorful city street, relaxing inside a cafe, exploring a forest, or working in their own creative space. These surroundings become part of the story. This is why environmental portraits have become increasingly popular across YouTube, Instagram, and travel photography. There is one thing to watch. If you move extremely close to your subject using a wider lens, facial features can begin to stretch. Noses appear larger, faces become wider. This isn't caused by the lens itself, it's caused by camera position. Simply taking 1 or 2 steps backwards usually restores much more natural proportions. So if you photograph families, travel, lifestyle content, or social media, a 35mm lens offers outstanding versatility. But when photographers want maximum subject separation, they often reach for something longer. The Portrait Specialist 85mm f1.8. The 85mm lens has long been considered the gold standard for portrait photography. Its biggest strength is compression. Compression is an optical effect created by photographing your subject from further away while using a longer focal length. Facial features appear more flattering. Features look more natural. Backgrounds seem larger and softer. Combined with a wide aperture, the result is stunning subject separation. This is one reason fashion photographers, wedding photographers, and portrait professionals have relied on 85mm lenses for many years. There are a few trade-offs. You'll need considerably more working distance. Indoors, you may simply run out of room. And because the depth of field becomes incredibly shallow at f1.8, accurate focusing becomes even more important. Fortunately, modern cameras include advanced eye autofocus systems that make achieving sharp portraits much easier than it was only a few years ago. 5 tips for maximum background blur. Now that we've looked at the lenses, let's talk about technique, because even the best lens can't compensate for poor positioning. Tip number 1. Move closer to your subject. The closer you focus, the shallower your depth of field becomes. Tip number 2. Increase the distance between your subject and the background. This is often the biggest improvement you can make. A subject standing just 1 meter from a wall won't blur the background nearly as much as someone standing 5 or 10 meters away. Tip number 3. Use your widest aperture whenever appropriate. An aperture of f1.8 produces much stronger separation than f4. Tip number 4. Choose a longer focal length whenever space allows. An 85mm lens naturally creates stronger compression than a 35mm lens. And finally, tip number 5. Always focus on the nearest eye. With shallow depth of field, even a tiny focusing error can leave the eyes slightly soft while the ears appear sharp. Using eye autofocus dramatically improves your success rate. So, which budget prime lens should you choose? If you can only buy one, the 50mm f1.8 remains one of the best value lenses in photography. If you enjoy travel, families, and environmental portraits, the 35mm offers incredible versatility. And if portraits are your passion, the 85mm delivers beautiful compression and exceptional subject separation. The important thing to remember is that professional-looking images aren't created by expensive equipment. They're created by understanding how aperture, focal length, and distance work together. Master those 3 principles, and you'll produce portraits that look far more expensive than the gear you used to capture them. If you found this video helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a like and subscribed to the channel. It helps support photography basics and allows me to keep creating free tutorials just like this one. And if you'd like to learn how lighting and composition can take these portraits to the next level, click on the video that's about to appear on your screen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next Photography Basics video.